Hello everyone, Jason Barger here, and I'm sitting with my good friend Christian Long, an education consultant and guru in many different ways, and somebody that I very much admire and have been inspired with in terms of the world of education. And if you've been watching any of these, you know that the Step Back from the Baggage Claim movement continues to spread all across the country and really around the world. The books have now been passed on all 6 continents, which has been pretty amazing. And also with the different editions of the book, there's been a business leader edition, a healthcare edition, and now coming soon is the education edition, which I team up with my friend here, Christian Long. And it's no secret that the world of education right now and the metaphorical baggage claim of education is certainly chaotic right now. And there is a frenzy around this baggage claim. And so here we are, talking about education and stepping back from the baggage claim. Christian, from your vantage point, what are you seeing in terms of the world of education right now?
Yeah, first and foremost, Jason, I can't get the image out of my head of a family and travelers and business people kind of racing towards their bag. And ever since I read, first edition of the book, that image has just become cement to me. It just, having lived through that experience, as so many of us have, and then I start to imagine the idea of somebody literally stepping back, literally being able to pull back and just wait an extra minute of their life in order to be more graceful, in order to be able to step forward and to accomplish what they're trying to do. And I think as a very practical idea that belief in people, that we have the ability to thoughtfully and gently and gracefully step back in order to let the world kind of react while we imagine a way to have a powerful impact on the world. And I think in this world of education, that's the moment we're at right now, is do we react or do we proactively inspire and step in the right direction?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's, at the heart of this education edition is really trying that right now that there's an opportunity that we're sensing in the world of education. And are we going to proactively be willing to step back and to think about learning environments in a different way? I know that's kind of your expertise, but learning environments, how is it that students, how are we preparing them and caring for students? And then also, how are we supporting teachers? Right now, especially in many different places, are not feeling so valued right now.
Yeah. I work with architects and on a daily basis, and we design schools. And internally, we talk a lot about trying to design a learning environment that's conducive towards students being engaged and really empowers the student, but also honors the educator. And the idea that it's not just a matter of a school with kind of the red bricks and the steeple and everybody just kind of fulfills their role that we've done traditionally, but in the sense that learning is a life experience, and it's not just a matter of racing towards that test score or racing towards second period, if you will. But I think that last point's really powerful, that we live in a day and age where nobody questions whether or not education is important. In fact, in many respects, we may be more focused on education than any other generation, at least in the world that we share. And yet we have an absolute discomfort with those who have committed to a life of teaching. And in some respects, I try to imagine why a young person would choose to lean into a career in teaching in this day and age, given that all of the feedback in the last couple of years has been negative at best towards whether or not educators are doing the right thing. And I think to a certain degree, our opportunity as educators, as consultants, as writers, as maybe just learners in every respect professionally, is to really do a deep breath in terms of, if in fact we continue on this path, what kind of educational environment will we have? And I think one of the questions I ask is not just what will our scores be, but why would somebody make the graceful and powerful decision to be an educator a generation from now? And I think what I believe that you're asking all of us to do is not just step back in the literal moment, but step back as a culture and step back as a population, step back even as a profession, both looking at educators but also being educators, and try to figure out that if we succeed on the path we're on right now, if we succeed, what will we create? And I think as a designer, and as somebody who's been an educator most of my career, I worry about the irony of succeeding at all cost, as opposed to gracefully being able to step back and to say, are we building a culture of learning and a culture of teaching that our grandchildren are going to be proud of? Or are we simply going to have scores that we debate one way or the other?
Yeah. Well, what we are committed to and what we are excited about is the culture around that baggage claim of education, the baggage claim of every school. And the fact of the matter is we both have been privileged to know so many wonderful students, inspiring teachers and educators, people that have impacted us and people that right now in the world are doing wonderful work. And what we're interested and committed to is how can we help in this opportunity, the time that we're in right now, to help support people, to help them step back and to redesign, reconfigure, recreate, and maybe redefine what that culture is going to look like. And hopefully that culture of the journey is going to be a culture of gratitude, of compassion for another person, of creativity and innovation, of thinking about the ways that we inspire and connect with human beings to do wonderful things in the world. And so with this new education edition of the book, we are excited to release this into the world of education, and we hope that students, teachers, administrators, anybody along your journey, we hope you invite them to be a part of this Step Back from the Baggage Claim movement that continues to spread. Please visit stepbackfromthebaggageclaim.com to learn more. And on behalf of Christian, I invite you to step back from the baggage claim, to travel gracefully, and to help share this with any student, teacher, or administrator along your path. Thank you.